And now, it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. And Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and rock cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with rock cod Rick Maxa. We're in the mighty 1090 studios with Carl Schmidt from Fisherman's Landing. Oh, my gosh. Is it summer or is it Thanksgiving? I don't know. Right. But wait till you hear the reports today on Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California's sport fishing voice on the mighty 1090.
When bad weather and rough seas send other boats back to the dock, Seakeeper allows you to fish longer and fish harder, even in the roughest conditions. Don't believe it? Just ask those that have put them on their boat, like Captain Pete Grosbeck and other professionals. Fishing in the trough with Seakeeper basically eliminates the trough. Seakeeper's newest offering, the Seakeeper 3, is optimized to eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on boats between 30 and 39 feet. Even better, this gyro is so small it can fit inside a customized leaning post and operate on your current battery system, making installation fast and easy. Watch for new product coming soon. The Seakeeper for boats. Think about it. Eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on your boat. That is amazing. To learn more about how Seakeeper can change your life on the water and to schedule your free demo, go to Seakeeper.com. Take a ride, be amazed. Seakeeper. There are plenty of boat slips and marinas in San Diego, but there is only one Kona Kai. It's not just a place to park your boat. It's a way of life here in America's finest city. Come check out what's new at the Kona Kai. 170 luxury guest rooms, including 41 brand new suites, featuring contemporary island-inspired decor, deep soaking tubs, and oversized balconies. The Kona Kai Resort Spa and Marina has multiple swimming pools and a private beach, waterfront restaurants, and an award-winning spa, most of which is included for marina tenants. Add the Kona Kai Club to your membership and you have access to the new Paloma Pool Bar, a new and exclusive pool area for adults only, which allows guests to enjoy poolside craft cocktails and California coastal cuisine while overlooking your boat. In addition to all this, Kona Kai is the closest marina to the open ocean. Check resortkonakai.com on the web for more information, to reserve a slip or inquire about joining the club. The Kona Kai Resort, much more than just a place to park your boat.
We all need to get around, but we all need something different from our vehicles. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have you covered if you're looking for a new truck this month. Plus, it's SUV season, so they have great deals for everyone. Whether it's a new EcoSport that is nimble and fun around town, or the Ford Explorer that is capable of putting a boat in the water and has seating for 7, Ford has you covered. Ford trucks and SUVs aren't just powerful and legendary. They have the latest technology that helps you seamlessly connect your smartphone and ensure you're safe on the road. Features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist on trucks are truly a game changer at the ramp, helping you back up a trailer by simply turning a knob on the dash and doing the hard work for you. So check out all the great deals during SUV season and save some money on the right gear for you. Learn more at buyfordnow.com or visit your San Diego County Ford dealers today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Dude,
are you kidding me?
Right? I don't even know what to say. It's November, and it's not. It's past the middle of November, and all the reports are just like it's. There are multiple days where you could make the argument that it's the best it's been yet.
Yeah. Tuna, marlin. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe wahoo coming up.
Something. Who knows what's going on? This is a wild one.
Mid-November, Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. And, Carl Schmidt from Fisherman's Landing, you were just on the Liberty on Thursday. What was it like?
It was phenomenal bluefin tuna fishing
for
November. We ended up with 35 of those bluefin, all that 50 to 70-pound fish, long plunker-style fishing. And, it might as have been June, July, or August, It was beautiful weather, shorts, T-shirt weather, and just drifting along, plucking away on bluefin, and 2 marlin next to the boat.
Marlin on the Cortez?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is just crazy.
Yeah, and now you're starting to see that yellowfin move in also. And it's not 10-pound yellowfin, it's 40 to 70 pound yellowfin also.
40 to 70 pound.
Some guys even reported 100 pound yellowfin
mixed in with
the bluefin. Yeah.
And the bluefin, you said, they're like 50 to 75 pounds on average. Like that's the regular one. Like every time you fly line a bit, there's another 60, there's another 65, there's a 50. Like it's crazy.
Go out there with your 40, 50 pound. I mean, still bring your heavy stuff because there's that big stuff floating around every once in a while also. But it's like you just get in a drift and it's like, it's not guaranteed to be 50 pounds or bigger, but it's 99% sure it's going to be a 50 to 80 pound bluefin.
So what's the rig? What do you suggest? People getting on a day and a half boat out of Fisherman's Landing? What's the trick?
Still bring a 40, a 60, and an 80 pound for sure. But right now it's 40, 50 pound live bait, Talica 12 or 16, CalStar 60, the 770 like heavy or the 875 extra heavy, something like that. 1/0 to 3/0 size circle hook and go fishing.
That's awesome.
And it's sardine fish.
Sardine fish.
That's the other part that's so cool about this. You know, we had a great year. I mean, there's no denying that we had a fantastic year of tuna fishing this year, but it wasn't the most conventional. You know, lots of dark time, flat fall fishing, and, you know, just kite fishing in the day. And now we've got this crazy good grade, and it's regulation. It's pick out a bait, cast it out, and go catch one.
Yeah, if you could pick out a good bait that is healthy, and you have the patience and just wait for your turn, because it is plunker-style fishing. We had 2 drifts, 4 hours in the morning and probably like 6 hours in the afternoon for all our fish. And guys were getting frustrated, seeing a couple guys catch a few fish, you know, and then they drop down with their Tranks 500 or something with 30 pound, and they hook a fish, but they're on the fish for an hour and a half, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like you're wasting a lot of time with that one fish when you could easily be catching 2 or 3 of them there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just 40 pound, 50 pound fluorocarbon, probably a 2 or 3/0 size circle hook, and just being patient and waiting for your turn and just straight live bait.
Long soak, nose hook?
Yep. No, butt hook. I would say butt hook, belly hook, maybe in right behind the head. The guys that were nose hooking didn't do that as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
How was the bait out there?
Good. It was really good bait. You know, we had a little left over from Monday's trip, and then we went out to the receivers. They always do an excellent job. And I would say most of that bait was, call it 5 days, maybe 7 to 8 inches long. You know, we took some small bait for chum, and then we took a well of that bigger bait for hook
bigger bait.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. Well, we were on the Liberty with the Fred Hall group, Mike Lum, Bart Hall, and great group of people from the Fred Hall shows, and a little off day at the Coronado Islands, but it's turned on again, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. I know the guys that have been fishing out there the last couple of days, limits for 2 days, maybe 3 days. I think over the weekend it's been limits for those guys. Yo-yo, surface iron, live bait, dropper loop, however you want to catch them out there. But if you're going to go on the full day trips on any of the boats, bring a 40 pound, 50 pound yo-yo rig, your surface iron, and probably a 30 pound live bait rod.
Wow.
You'll be able to pull hard because the sea lions are crazy.
We went into a stop on, I don't know if you heard this story, Ricky, but the first stop we went into, Taro said, "Oh, this is a really good school. Get it out there real quick." I have never seen sea lions more aggressive in my life than these sea lions. Have you, Carl?
No.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
It was like 20 seconds. They were all over us, like not just 1 or 2, but like a whole pack of them, and just eating virtually everything.
You couldn't go anywhere without them already being there, or just 8 of them following you around. It's the worst I've ever seen it there.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they're just multiplying. I guess it's hard to believe that they could, but yeah, they're getting worse.
I hope something happens.
Yeah.
Those orcas make themselves happy in residence, or just big great white population starts up. Just something like
something's got to happen.
Something's got to happen.
Yeah, but yeah, the opportunities right now, and the water was so blue, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I was like 65, 66 degrees there or something like that, and beautiful conditions, and that fish is there. I mean, it was hard to see it, maybe because we didn't have like the whole island to fish, because like we were talking earlier, you get past South Island, and it was blowing 20 knots there because of the Santa Ana's coming off the canyon there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, there's definitely some fish there and to be had. And there's bonita to be mixed in there. You know, there's some calico bass to mix in if you want to do that type of thing. But the yellowtail fishing is good now.
I'm really happy to see, us olive, and I'm talking to everybody that's out there listening as anglers, like, we go through the same thing every year, and that's how fishing always goes. That we always say at the landing, you run out of fishermen before you run out of fish. But the loads are still, they're light. There's no doubt. I'm not trying to pretend like it's as busy as summertime, because it's not. But, the boats are still getting out. There's still people wanting to fish. There's still, we're not struggling as bad as what normally would be. The good boats with good fishing are still filling up full. People are realizing that this season is, this is a time of year that's where it's at. This is the best that it's been all year. And,
best weather.
It's a cliche thing to say, but, don't put your rods away. It is not time yet. We pray for this kind of fishing in June, and here we have it right now. It's great weather. It's great fishing. Go take advantage.
What are we doing, man?
I'm ready.
Let's go. And it's still a few more days of weather left that's looking good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, at least for a little while here, for sure.
Yeah, and then Thanksgiving, and then who knows what happens, right? Yeah.
It was kind of crazy because, 2 weeks ago, I was talking to pretty much all the captains. This is probably it. We'll get one more weekend out of this or whatever, and we'll be all done. And every weekend has been sold out for 3 boats.
Sold out.
Sold out, all 3 boats, between the Queen, the Condor, and the Liberty. Sold out every Friday night. And the week is kind of a little hard to get sold out to, hey, if they're catching fish, the phones ring that day and they fill up right away. It's been every boat's been almost sold out or very close to being sold out for probably the last 2 weeks now, or 3 weeks, all the way into November. It was we thought Halloween, we're done, we'll shut it down. Then this bluefin started biting at the beginning of November, and it's been pretty consistent.
Crazy.
Great.
So what's going to happen is the Liberty going to stay on a day-and-a-half schedule? Are they going to do the full day to the Coronado Islands?
No,
what's going to happen?
They're going to do the day-and-a-half stuff. They shut down I think they have one trip after Thanksgiving. Then they're done. They're going to haul out December 3rd.
Okay.
And they'll probably be back on the water fishing. I'm going to guess mid-January.
Okay.
So they got to haul out.
Got to be going, dang, bad scheduling there, huh?
So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But if this continues to bite, you've got Pacific Queen, Condor.
We'll have the Queen and the Condor. We're losing the Dawn at the beginning of December. We lose the Liberty because everyone, come December, fishing's done. Let's get our boat work ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of the way and be ready to go because the seasons have been starting so early.
Look how good that, December and January yellowtail fishing has been, too, for guys. It's been, knock on wood, but it's been a pretty consistent thing over the last few years.
Yeah,
so
and
good call to get the Liberty just ready to roll for another year.
Yep. So we'll have the Condor for sure and the Queen. They already have their December schedules up. We'll have a day-and-a-half boat leaving every single night. They just switch back and forth on departure days and stuff like that, and we'll be still ready to rock and roll.
The cool thing too, looking forward. Obviously we're not planning on doing anything other than just continuing to kick the crud out of these bluefins out to the west. But if and when that does slow, nobody's done a Mexican coast, go down to Colonet and have that great yellowtail fishing down there. Which last year it was yellowtail fishing and turned into bluefin by March or something.
Yeah.
Who knows what this late season is going to run into?
Yeah, Drew already has his Colonet trips up for January and February.
Oh, he does. Okay.
For every Friday night, he's on the line. He might even, if that bluefin's still around, he'll do maybe Colonet trips on the weekends and bluefin tuna trips during the week. So we'll have something to offer everyone that wants to do that.
Wow, that's good stuff,
great
man.
news.
And of course, Dolphin's doing some maintenance right now.
Dolphin should be back up and running here Thanksgiving-ish or right after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
If we need another boat, the Pegasus is ready to hop online also and start offering some more trips.
Day and a half,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
I saw those guys do a couple of ultra limited load day-and-a-half trips where they're only taking 18 guys. Mm-hmm. Is that still a thing, or are those kind of done for the?
No, if they can run them, they definitely will. So. We just don't want to throw 5 or 6 boats online and then not everyone get out with a handful of people versus 2 or 3 boats doing really well.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. But what's cool, like you said, that the full load, the full limited load on the Liberty the other day was 22.
22.
That's crazy.
The Condor is 20 or 28, I think it is.
Wow.
And the Queen is still doing his normal thing as he always been doing there. So 32
how many
people.
32.
And he gets full.
It's out full all the time. Yeah.
So I'm really glad to see the Condor doing really well here, making it out almost full every night. Jimmy's been doing a good job, and the Liberty doing really well also. It's nice to see all 3 boats doing
good fishing right now. This is great.
Well, and hopefully we'll get a report during the show. Mark Wish is out marlin fishing. Marlin.
Yeah, right.
I said
how about that
marlin
part?
Fishing at Catalina today, and he got a report from his buddy that yesterday was the best day of the year. Maybe best ever.
Yeah, think about that again.
Yeah.
November 17th?
Yeah, of marlin fishing.
Yeah, crazy.
On the east end of Catalina. That's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty unreal.
I mean, just recap that. Crazy marlin fishing at Catalina, epic bluefin fishing out to the west, wide open limits of yellowtail at the Coronado Islands. I know there's great bass fishing to be had in on the beach. I mean, this is just wild what's going on right now.
Yeah. Good water conditions, beautiful, clean blue water.
Yeah.
Still warm.
Yeah.
Let's hope it continues.
I'm ready, man.
Yeah, we're
I'm
ready.
ready.
Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for you today. Lots to talk about. Fisherman's Landing being a full-service landing and a lot going on there.
You're not kidding, man. From boats to fishing to tackle and everything in between, Carl's a great wealth of knowledge, and it's going to be a great time today talking fishing on Let's Talk Hookup. And if you want to join us, we want to hear from you. There's two ways that you can be a part of the show this morning, and first is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or you can reach us toll-free. That toll-free line is 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. Not only will we be talking fishing with you all morning, talking tackle, we're also giving away a great prize. One lucky caller at the end of the show today is going to be getting to go on a full-day trip on board the Liberty at a Fisherman's Landing. So a great opportunity for you to get in on all that great fishing that's going on right now. Full-day trip on the Liberty to one lucky caller at the end of the show, and we sure appreciate it.
Go catch a limited yellow.
Oh, man, how cool is that? Yeah, great opportunity for you to go. Again, if you want to get your shot to talk to Carl or that great trip, 858-457-1090, 877-792-1090. That's it. When we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. It's Southern California's sport fishing voice. Let's talk hookup on the mighty 1090.
This is Brandon Hayward with Bite Sport Fishing, here to talk about Parker Boats and the crew at West Coast Marine. In the spring of 2013, I bought my first Parker. When it came time to rebrand from one-man charters to Bite Sport Fishing and add to my fleet and start running out of Davies Locker, Newport Beach, and Fisherman's Landing this summer season, I chose a Parker. When clients ask why I chose Parker, I always say, I could have had any boat, but my 2320 is perfect for my white sea bass, offshore, and lobster program. Almost 6,000 hours on my 2320 Pilot House over the past 6 seasons has shown me that Parker is the ultimate West Coast charter boat. It's what customers expect. These stout workhorses offer everything anglers need, as in a stable platform with huge deck space for our West Coast style of live bait fishing. Parker's a big reason why I run more charters than any other small boat operation in Southern California. I like my 2320 so much that I bought another one. And while you never know what's going to happen with fishing, I know it won't be my last Parker I buy from West Coast Marine. If fishing isn't something you do but who you are, then Parker's for you, be it a one-day charter or a lifetime of ownership. If you're ready for a new Parker at a fair, upfront, and honest deal, you need to go see Kevin Kelly at West Coast Marine. Check out their inventory and information at westcoastmarine.com.
When you put on a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, the world begins to look different. Colors are more vivid. Contrast is clearer. Details are crisper. Wherever your vision leads you, beauty follows. With polarized lenses that eliminate glare and enhance color, Maui Jim sunglasses won't change the world. They'll change the way you see it. Color, clarity, detail. Maui Jim.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now 19 stores and more to come throughout Southern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
Hey, it's time for the 30-second Power Pro Seminar. Here's the hot tip for those of us that like to fish with small reels for big fish. Fill your spools with Power Pro Max Quattro. It's 25% thinner than standard Power Pro. That means you're going to get more line on that small reel. Plus, you can fly line your bait more effectively. Here's another tip about Power Pro Max Quattro. Your casting distance will increase in addition to increasing your spool capacity. So downsize your tackle and use Power Pro Max Quattro. Check powerpro.com for more information.
XEBRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Phones are starting to get packed up again. If you want to get through, the only way to get through right now is with that local number, 858 area code 457-1090.
Yeah, you want to get through, there's your chance. Have a chance to go on a full-day trip on the Liberty out of Fisherman's Landing. Go catch some yellowtail and have a good old time. Now, one thing I'll talk about for a second about going on those Coronado Islands trips, whether it's on the Liberty or on the Mission Belle or the San Diego, you got to have a passport or a passport card.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's super simple to get. Go down there, or you can do it online, fill out your information. If you just do it the normal standard way, I think it's $60, $100 to get the card and the passport, something like that. I don't know.
And the card is great because you can keep it in your
Yeah,
wallet.
you always have it with you.
Yep.
Yep. Don't have to carry the passport book.
Last
But
minute trip.
get both of them, because if you fly, you need the passport book.
Correct.
But if you're crossing by land or by sea, you can use the passport.
The card for East Coast and West Coast, like if you go on a cruise, the card is just fine when you're going like the Caribbean, I think, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you go to Mexico and stuff, you have the card in your wallet. You don't have to like search the house looking for your passport or something like that. I think most people do. And just it has to be valid. And then if you go on one of the boats out of the landings, everything else will be taken care of. The visa, the bracelet, the landing will take care of that.
Yeah.
So it's super simple. Call, make a reservation. Just make as long as you have a valid passport, you're good to go. If you do not have a valid passport, guys come down and it was expired 2 days ago or last month, the captains will not allow you guys on the boat.
That's the thing that a lot of people, and just to say, like, it's not a judgment call by the captain or crew, or if you're a buddy. I mean, I get it all the time, like, hey, man, I go all the time, this thing just happened. You think, can you get me on? Can you slide me through? Like, it's an electronic filed paperwork thing. Like, and there isn't an option of doing it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a buddy and I wish I would, and I'll look the other way and slide you on. I mean, it's just not to. They just can't do it.
No, and like on the Fred Hall charter on Monday, it was a very simple procedure. You just show your passport card, and you have to pay for the bracelet and the FMM.
Yep.
And it's like $31 or something like that with the bracelet.
Yep.
If you have already have a Mexican fishing license.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So if you go multiple times, what's the break even on the Mexican fishing license? Like I have a 1 year, and it's a calendar year.
Your calendar
1 year.
8 or 9 times.
It's not a calendar year. It's a full year.
Full year.
Yeah, not a excuse me.
Yeah.
Not a calendar. It's a full year. Unlike what we should be in California.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So it expires 365 days from the date of
you
purchase.
buy it today, it's good for a full year.
Yeah, it's good until this time next year.
This time next year. So what's the break even on a 1 day? You buy a 1 day Mexican license. How much is it?
If you buy it from Fisherman's Landing Tackle, 1 day is $18.
Okay.
Weekly is $38, and a yearly is $64.
Okay.
And
so
you can get them for even lesser expensive if you got it directly from Kona Pesca. There's certainly a little more headache and hassle that way, but you could get it for even less. But if you bought it from a retailer like ourselves, most everybody's
like how
right
much
aran
less?
that same cost.
Like
you
if you
probably
buy
save like $15 or something
online?
like that. I don't think you can get them on the online's not been working, but if you go to Kona Pesca, you can definitely get them there.
You have to go to the office downtown.
Yeah, I mean it's gettable, but it's one of those things.
Yeah, but
just
for $15,
go to your local shop.
Yeah, go to
it's
your
just
local
easier.
store.
But so I think we make like $15 for us doing all that. Us doing the labor part of it.
Sure.
And if you show up with your license for a full day trip or a 1 day trip or a day and a half, and we're fishing Mexican waters, it saves you $9. So whatever 9 goes into $64. That's how many times you need to go to break even.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. So because the permit's different on the boats, it's a little less money.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we don't have when we charge the boats, there's like a $1 upcharge because $1 goes to SAC.
Okay.
It saves you $9 to on your ticket price. So if it's $155, we make it $146 because you have your own Mexican permit. And then your visa and your bracelet's already included in your price in that $155.
Oh, it is in that $155.
Yeah, so you're not paying any extra for visa or your bracelet. That's
so when
included.
you see the price online, if you go to fishermanslanding.com and you pay for your trip, if it's a full day $155, that includes
everything.
$31 plus $9, so it's basically $40. The trip cost is $40 less than all the fees to go fish in Mexico.
The idea is not to hit you with a bunch of hidden costs. I mean, what you see online is what you're going to pay, and then should you happen to have a Mexican fishing license, it's only going to get lesser expensive.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that they charge.
And every morning, guys like, well, how do I know it's going? It's like every morning we go online, we go to the Bank of Mexico, we type a credit card in, and they get that money goes directly to them to Mexico right then and there. There's no
before the trip even leaves.
Before the trip leaves. They email us a receipt. Okay, enjoy your trip in Mexico. Here's the receipt for your visas and your permits and everything, and there you go.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, and they have the bracelets and everything on the boat.
Yeah, we have them up in the office. We date them. when the boat leaves, and on the way you guys go.
Okay, what if you're going on a private boat now?
Good call.
The new thing is a bracelet. Of course, we've known the FMM's part. What do you do about bracelets if you're on a private boat?
I'll let Rick. I believe you just go into the tackle store. You just need to know the date and a name and a last name, and I think that's for the most part it.
Super easy procedure. Like we've said on the show a bunch of times, is it an extra hoop to jump through? Yes. Is it an extra hassle? Yes. But, the end result is there's limits of fishing at the Coronado Islands right now, and it's $5, and it's worth it. It is what it is. Like, is it worth jumping through that hoop to get to fish Mexican waters? Absolutely it is. And so it's a very easy process. You can come down anytime. Any party or any person can pick them up. It doesn't need to be the boat captain. You could have one guy in your group, or you can have your buddy who's not going to go with you that weekend. And basically the information that we need, or any of the landings that sell them, including Dana Landing and Point Loma Sport Fishing and Seaforth, you need to have the name of the boat, the name of the boat captain, the number of people that are going to be in the party, and the date that you want to go fishing. And those all get filled out and handed to you, and they're $5 a piece, and away you go.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, it's super easy. You're in and out in minutes. It's a very easy deal, and you just put the bracelets on the morning of, and like you say, you print out your visas like you've always had to do, and away you go.
All right. Easy process, and a privilege to fish the Coronado Islands.
That's what it comes down to, really. We get the opportunity to get to fish there. Would all of us rather not have to do it? Of course. But you know what? If that's the price we have to pay, $5 and an extra trip to the tackle store to get to continue to fish the islands, man, I'm going to do that all day long.
All day long, for sure. Well, the phones are packing up. You want to get through. It's going to be a busy morning here. Have a chance to win a full-day trip on the Liberty. 858-457-1090 open right now. That's one line. And then one line open at 877-792-1090. Let's jump in the phones.
You
Rick.
got it, man. How about we start it off with Mo, who's calling us in Vista this morning. Good morning, Mo. Thanks for getting us started here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I got a couple questions at the Cortez. Can you fish rockfish at the Cortez and Tanner?
No, you cannot.
You cannot.
No, it has
Cape Cod Conservation.
that and the depth.
Oh,
So
really?
I know they've changed that, but I know guys have dropped down, and we caught like two salmon groupers. Can't keep them.
Like on a flat fall, you drop down.
Yep.
Oh,
and
really?
we have to release them. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So even though the depth comes up pretty shallow there, you can't even fish the shallows.
I don't
there?
think so.
Yeah.
So I know the guys were talking on the radio back and forth because some guys they don't do it all the time. They're like, yeah, we can't keep them there.
Well, again, so depth restrictions is kind of funky. Even though that there's a depth increase coming, it's not the restriction isn't the depth of water. It's the distance past the contour line of the coast.
Oh.
So if you're at, I think we're at 60 fathoms now. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're at 60 fathoms, it doesn't mean that a high spot that's 50 miles offshore comes up to 50 fathoms. It's once you're on the outside of that 50 fathom contour around. And now that contour also, though, is around islands. So San Clemente, you could be at 50 fathoms off Clemente and still be legal. But yeah, it's outside of the contour line is where you can't fish via depth restrictions, which is funky. But that's how Ken Frankie explained it to me, because I had the same thing. Like, well, hey, I'm on this spot, I'm less than my my legal depth, but that's what I was told is at a contour line.
So for example, the 60-mile bank. Is that's outside the contour line. You can't fish there.
As far as it was told to me, yes. As I always say as a caveat, man, double check your regulations, double check the Department of Fish and Wildlife, because I try to follow it closely, and I will be the first to admit that I don't know all of them.
Rockfish regulations are so complex.
Yeah, but as it was told to me, that's how I understood it. But again, if that's something you're really passionate about, back yourself up. I'm for sure not saying that's the end all be all, but that's how I know it.
All right. There you go, Mo. Thanks a lot. You just have to go catch tuna in Yellowtail. Sorry about that. And maybe a marlin.
Question.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, can you come down to your landing and get all the permits to fish Coronado Islands, the bracelet and the visa?
The permits, yes.
Or do you have to take your boat? The permit.
The Mexican permits and the bracelets you could get here at the landing, but the visa is done online. You just make kind of a simple Excel spreadsheet. If you go to Southern California SportFishing.org, I think the website is, it has a link there. It's all in English. They tell you step by step how to do it. It's super simple. And as soon as you do it one time, you save that file on your computer. Then you just change out the names and the passport information, and then you just email it to the link and everything that's there.
So it's the SACS website. It's
CalSportFishing.org.
Sport Fishing Association, right?
CalSportFishing.org.
Oh yeah, Yeah. Is it Cal or California?
Well,
I'll look it up to
we'll
confirm.
look it up.
But anyways, that.
But the easiest way is to go to the Let's Talk Hookup website, letstalkhookup.com.
There you go.
Go to our links page, click on Sport Fishing Association of California. That'll take you right there.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. That's an easy one, and that's the easiest way to get that document done. But you still have. I will add, you still have to pay the fees each time you go.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have to have that receipt when you say pay the fees. Hey, thanks a lot for the call. I appreciate that. That does free up. 877-792-1090 open right now.
All right. How about we talk next up to Dave, calling us from Anza this morning. Good morning, Dave. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's up, Dave?
Hey, Carl, always enjoy your shop so much. You guys have set me up so good over the years with equipment. And even if I'm not buying, it's always good to just come down and say hi to you guys, you, Ryan, Rick, Doug. And between that, browsing around the sport boats and Pizza Nova or Point Loma Sport Fishing, Point Loma Seafoods, it's one of my favorite spots in San Diego. So my question about your area down there is, I've got a boat on a trailer, and when is that Shelter Island launch ramp ever going to open up?
Actually, I posted a picture. I was riding my bike by there the other day, and I said, I'm going to check out the ramp. It looks almost done.
Yeah, I think it's close.
It's real close. And they put an announcement out this week that said that it opens in December.
Yeah, and I got an email from the San Diego Anglers. They have the date set for the Baby Bass tournament.
Yep.
So
End of January.
within the next month or two.
Yeah, actually,
awesome.
the Port of San Diego put out a letter that said they will open the launch ramp in December.
Well, Pete, my question is that December 2018 or 2019?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, seriously, if you go to our Facebook page or our Instagram page, I took a shot. I mean, the concrete ramp is finished.
I saw
the break wall is basically finished. Basically, what they're doing now is they're paving the in and out roads, and then also setting the pilings for the docks, too.
Yeah.
I don't even like to admit this because I dislike them so much for what they did that held up the progress, but I saw a video of one of those SEAL Tour boats, using the ramp, landing on the new launch ramp and driving out again.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I will say this, it's nice.
It looks
it's
good.
Big,
It looks
it's
really
nice.
good.
They did a good job,
They did a great
and
job.
Me having a boat in the water in San Diego, I wish they'd take another year, but, such is the case.
You can have your lines at the bait receiver
back
again.
the lines at the bait receiver again, but that's okay. It's good for the Everingham brothers, so we're all right with that. So that's the update, Dave. You can probably launch starting in I would say probably by the time they're finished, probably mid-December is my guess. That's my guess.
Okay, well, I'm sure looking forward to it. I think there's been entire cities built faster than this launch ramp renovation has taken.
You're right, for sure. Thanks a lot for the call this morning. That does free up 858-457-1090 open right now.
Just to clarify, too, SAC's website is California, spelt out, CaliforniaSportFishing.org. The thing that gets us is the CCA website is close, that's the short Cal, and then Southern California is another one.
CCACal.org.
Yeah, that's why I always get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
But the SAC's website is CaliforniaSportFishing.org. But like you said, the easiest thing, just go to the links page on Let's Talk Hookup, and then all you got to do is click on it.
Click on that.
You don't have to worry about remembering anything.
We're kind of a portal for everything
Exactly.
that's important, pretty much.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, we're jumping right back into them. This time we're going to talk to Matt. He's calling us from La Mesa this morning. What's up, Matt? Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Pete.
Matt?
I was just calling to say I'm thoroughly impressed with the durability of Shimano reels, because on my 7-day trip, I wasn't having much luck on the heavy string, and so Ryan suggested that I drop down to 40 pound. And so I got out my Trinidad A14 and promptly put a bait on, threw it out, and got bit almost instantly. And ended up getting 7 yellowfin between 40 and 60 pounds on the 40 pound.
On a Trinidad 14?
A Trinidad 14A, 50 pound 50 pound Spectra with a 40 pound top shot and a piece of 40 pound or a piece of 50 pound fluorocarbon. And I went 7 for 7 on the tuna down there at Guadalupe. And the funny thing is I had just gotten sharked on 80 pound. because I didn't pull hard enough. And Ryan came up to me after I boated my first fish, and he said, well, what I meant was you tie a piece of 40 fluoro to your 80. He goes, but that being said, he goes, you can pull hard enough on 40. He goes, I wouldn't recommend that to everybody on the boat. But,
so what was your rod and reel setup again, Matt?
The first rod and reel I was fishing was a Phoenix rod that was rated 25 to 40, and it was the 14A on that.
The 14, Trinidad 14.
Trinidad 14A.
Amazing.
And I got 3 fish on that, and then one of the third fish went into the boat, so it shredded the line a bit. So I went and grabbed my second 40-pound outfit, which was the Talica 10 2-speed with 50 Spectra 40 mono and a CalStar 800 mag, which is like a 50-pound rod, and caught the next 4 fish on that.
That's awesome. Nice job. Hey, nice going, buddy.
That sounds like a heck of a trip.
Yeah, it was a good trip. And our biggest yellowfin that we actually got on the boat was, after being shark bit, was 173.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And which boat were you on?
This was on the Royal Star Larry Brown 7-day charter.
Wow.
Good trip, man. Good for you, Matt. That's
those,
awesome.
Those guys on the Star do an amazing job.
Yeah, they do. And I tell you, that quality of fish that comes off of that is just unbelievable.
Yeah,
Anybody who doesn't go the fisherman's processing way is silly, because it's like you step off the boat, you don't have to deal with anything. Just grab your gear, go, pick your fish up later that day or next week, and they just do a phenomenal job at a phenomenal price.
Yep, yeah, fisherman's processing, the only way to fly, no doubt about it. Hey, Matt, thanks. Glad you had such a great trip, and appreciate the call this morning.
All right. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls, more great questions. We got catch reports, and a lot more with Carl Schmidt. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
You know, the ranch is unique. It's one of the few places in the world where you can still drive ATVs up the beach. We have fishing from the beach. We have dive trips that we run to Pomo in a number of different spots. Kayaking, of course, has been real big. We were one of the first hotels to introduce kayaking. The ranch is small, you know, it's intimate, it's 34 rooms, so everyone gets to know everyone. The old saying, where everyone knows your name. Well, truly at Rancho Leonero, the employees do know pretty darn near all our guests' names. And what's even more interesting is most of the guests know each other's names. Very personal, very intimate, and a special, special environment. 2 miles of beachfront, a mile on either side of the hotel. Rancho Leonero is really the last of the old-style Baja fishing resorts. 1-800-646-2252. 1-800-646-BAJA. And RanchoLeonero.com. I'll personally guarantee your best fishing experience and vacation at Rancho Leonero.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know: CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
Buying a boat is a big decision, and you don't want to make a costly mistake with the wrong one. This is Pete Giacalone for Cussler Yachts. I've been in the fishing business my whole life. In fact, there are probably many of you out there that have fished with me. Well, now I've taken my boating knowledge and joined the team at Cussler Yachts. Mike Cussler and the rest of our team are true professionals when it comes to finding you the right boat. Just ask Pete Gray. I helped him make the right decision on his new boat after an extensive search, and we can help you find the boat of your dreams. We specialize in sport fishing boats and are the exclusive dealer for Regulator Marine, the finest center consoles on the market. At Cussler Yachts, we know fishing and we know boats, inside and out. We can save you thousands of dollars and get you into the right fishing boat for your needs and budget. Cussler Yachts is located on the waterfront at the beautiful Konakai Resort, and you can check us out on our website at CusslerYachts.com. That's KUSLER Yachts.com. Or give us a call at 1-866-607-5471. Ask for Pete and let me know you heard about it on Let's Talk Hookup.
Have you been looking for a live bait hook that keeps live bait alive? Look no further than Japan's leading fish hook, Gamakatsu. It's the little things that make the difference, and Gamakatsu hooks drive the point home. With an absolute perfect bend and ideal barbs, your bait swims harder and longer. And when you get bit, Gamakatsu hooks bite back with a vengeance. All hooks are not the same. Go with Gamakatsu for infinite success. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Check gamakatsu.com.
He's not just my fishing buddy. After 30 years, he's a brother, and I'd sure hate to lose him. His bass boat's got nothing to do with it. So I make sure both of us wear a life jacket. Save the ones you love, even if they don't own a fancy boat. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Hey, the CCA calendar winner for this month, the Bill Varney CCA calendar, winning number on the back of your calendar, 2853, 2853. And you win a $25 gift card for AFCO.com.
Nice.
How about that, huh?
And keep in mind that is this year, as in 2018, not the new 2019
correct.
calendar that's out. Is that
yeah,
correct?
and
okay.
the new 2019 calendar is out. You have them at Fisherman's Landing.
We absolutely do.
Yeah,
saw a nice picture of a Pete Gray lingcod in there.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, cool.
Sweet.
Very good. All right. Well, let's find out what's biting, Rick.
You got it, bro. It's time for the Catch Report, which today is sponsored by Blue Guard Innovations, making smart bilge pump switches and sensors designed to protect you, your vessel, and the environment. If your boat lives in the water and you've not installed the BG1 oil and fuel detector, you could be risking thousands of dollars in fines. And I guarantee you we can talk to Carl about this, because growing up on a sport boat, you know how important it is with accidental bilge pumps over. I mean, it's a really big deal. The BG1 will detect oil in your bilge before you dump it into the water. It's just one of the several switches and sensors made by Blue Guard Innovations. Check bluebgi.com and get their affordable products at Wilson Marine and at San Diego Marine Exchange.
Yep, get them right now, and they are very affordable. Check them out. Hey, let's start up at Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. Captain Brian Woolley's on the line. Good morning, Willie.
Hey, Willie.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Great. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good, man. Good. Hey, I'll jam through this here real quick. This week, man, we continue to take advantage of these great conditions. This weather has just been phenomenal. This water up here is still super clean all week. Our temps were like 65 to 67 degrees, so real nice fall water. Our half-day fishing, we saw some real fun calico action just about every single day. Both the sand bass and the calico bass fishing was real fun again this week for us. We're seeing some good surface action still on the fly line baits. Some nice fish caught on the fly line sardine, even some bigger fish caught on the fly line mackerel. 5-inch Vienna swim bait though this week with a 1-ounce lead head was a real good fish catcher for us on those half-day trips in some of that shallow water. And then some sheephead too, some real nice sheephead on the exotic baits like the clams and shrimp. That stuff paid off big for some of our anglers that like to bring that along. That deep water also continues to be real good, kicking out some nice rockfish on our 3/4 day trips. Little side note, we continue to see some of that skipjack. That stuff's been close inside 3 miles off our point and even down the beach a little ways. We're still catching a little of that stuff, but it's been mostly show and no-go, kind of a frustrating deal, like in the corner on the chum but not eating a bait with the hook in it, kind of the deal. But anyway, it's just good to see this time of year. And then that rockfish, like I said, live baits being bait just fine. Got some real quality fish on the sardines, but again, that 100-gram Colt Sniper, that thing is just claiming house in that deep water. Halibut action continues to remain steady for us as well. Our derbies is kicking along just fine. We got 13 fish on our leaderboard with that 25-pounder still sitting at the top there. The sun fun's out today on the drift trip as they try and add more fish to that leaderboard and keep that thing filling up. It's been very steady, so we're excited about that. So we've got boats out every day this week. We will be closed on Thanksgiving, but that's all right. If you want to call Friday, we got some good info going on a big promo we're running over the weekend, Friday through Sunday. Big sale on gift cards. It's an online deal only, but 40% off on our fares for half-day, 3/4 day. So
what? Is that like a Black Friday special?
Black Friday special, yeah.
No
deal.
Kidding.
It's probably our best promo of the year, that 40% deal. So jump on that.
40% off gift cards on half and 3/4 day trips.
That's it.
And,
so
and when's it going to be good?
It starts Friday. Runs through Sunday.
Black Friday through Sunday. So you just go online at danawharf.com and you just go to buy a card? Is that how it works?
Yep. Go to buy the gift card. If you have any questions, you can call the office. They can kind of walk you through that, but it's real basic. Those of you that are part of our email blast will get an email. It'll tell you all that good stuff. It'll walk you through it. Super simple.
Holy mackerel. So that's good. You buy a gift card at 40% off. That's good for for a whole year.
That's good. Yep, good until you use it. It's not good on the same day you buy it, right? But
Okay.
it's good from here on out.
It's good for any day.
Any day, good until it's gone.
What a deal that is.
So rad.
There's some nuances, right? We're not going to, you can't use it on the halibut derby because, obviously that kind of stuff, but more or less, order it up and get out on the boat with us. So give us a call at the landing here. Number is 949-496-5794. Of course, you can check us out on the web, too, at danawharf.com.
Wow, fantastic.
Also, we're talking about this 40% off. I totally forgot about the normal deal that we do, right? That 25% deal, that's still rolling, too. Use that code DANA. Look online, DANA. That'll save you 25% on one of these local trips, too. So this is the time of year everyone likes to have a few extra bucks in their pocket to buy gifts and whatnot, but why not just come out on the water and spend a little bit of time with us? We'd love to have you over the holiday.
Heck yeah, man. That's a good deal. Thanks a lot for that, Brian, and we will talk to you next Sunday. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, guys. You guys have a good Thanksgiving, too. We'll talk to you next.
See you, Willie. All right, now let's head on down to Cedros Island. Jeff, I don't know if it could possibly still be biting. You're not even supposed to be open right now. Like, how on earth can you keep this pace going on out at Cedros Sport Fishing?
Well, we finished we crossed the finish line this week.
All right, that away.
Well, good morning, Pete, Rick, and Carl. Happy Thanksgiving a little bit early.
You too, buddy.
God, living down here in Southern California outside on a cell phone and a T-shirt, pair of shorts, and having a conversation, beautiful weather. You can't beat this.
No,
that's for sure.
So the trip that was just came back, they had a couple of great days of yellowtail fishing, dropper loop, surface iron, basically anything you wanted to throw at them. And then Mother Nature showed us that she is in charge. We had a couple of days down there where it blew over 40, water coming over the seawall, coming directly off the beach of that Santa Ana. And wow, they had a couple storms down there this year, put a lot of water on the island, and it gave it back. So we had a couple of guys that still wanted to try to do something. So our crew, using their heads, packed everybody up, drove them around to St. Augustine, where the fish camp is, and the lobster camp, and fished from the rocks. And, Cedros Island, it produces. They were catching calicos, white sea bass, perch,
so cool.
Sand bass, you name it. They were catching it right off the rocks at St. Augustine.
That's cool. I've been over there, and that's a cool spot.
I thought that was so cool. I saw the photos that you guys posted and cooked them like a killer barbecued lunch, and hung out on the beach there, and were eating lobsters and catching fish off the beach. Like, what a cool way to, like I think what Rosie was saying, make lemonade out of a day of lemons.
That's right. So, we finished it. Great season. Thank you to all of our patrons that came down there and new ones that are going to be coming down with us this next year. So we're opening up our schedule. First trip next year is in May, at the end of May, and we have some spots open. And in the event that somebody wants to go even a little bit earlier, we've already had communications with people down there in our support group. We'll even open up earlier if somebody wants to put together a trip that's still not on the schedule, if you want to go even a week earlier. Wow. So we'll accommodate you there.
I know both of our trips, June trip and August trip, are both sold out, but you can get on the wait list if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, that's a great one to be on. That's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
And we're, like I said in the past, we're gonna extend the schedule all the way into December. So we get some of that great fishing that they just had down there. And hopefully Mother Nature cooperates a little bit more, and we get to set some new records. I think Rosie told me we had the largest yellowtail that we had caught this year had pushed upwards of about 50 pounds.
Unbelievable.
How big?
50 pounds.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's a good one. Well, great job.
Start keeping a record on that one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great job this year on giving us those reports every Sunday, Jeff. Appreciate that, and we'll look forward to having you back in this coming June.
Yes, absolutely. And you want to reach out to Rosie, give her a call on her cell phone at 619-772-7570 and get her on the horn. Or you can go into cedrosportfishing.com and look up the schedule, see what's still available, and get some guys on there for next year.
Yeah, for sure. And, of course, we'll be hearing from Rosie through the winter. I know she's on the show in January. And then, of course, Fred Hall shows and such like that. We'll see you guys at the shows. And then, of course, have you back on Let's Talk Hookup as a regular reporter every Sunday starting next June.
You got it. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
All right.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate the call this morning.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up our catch report today. Again, don't forget, we mentioned it earlier, the new 2019 Bill Varney CCA calendar is now available. Lots of new shots and great information for anglers. And it's the tide chart that virtually all of us live by now, for sure. Get it at your local tackle shop, or you can get it online at surffishtackle.com.
Now, wait a minute. So there's a picture of me in there. It's especially valuable then,
It's, I mean, huge.
Yeah, wow.
Got a picture of you with a big ling cod. Okay. There's a little inset picture of Ryan Christensen with a nice big bonita. Like,
Sweet.
It's got some of the Let's Talk Hookup family, past and present.
Yeah, and they're available now, 2019, and it benefits CCA.
I remember that you caught that ling cod at Whalers Cove, but when I saw the photo again, I forgot how grotesquely huge that how much did that thing weigh again?
It was like over 50 pounds.
It was just, it's huge.
It was 50 inches.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that is a really
and the
cool
world
fish.
record up there is 55 inches. So yeah, it was a big,
wow.
It was a big fish.
Yeah. The pectoral fins are like bigger than a basketball on that thing. Like I've never seen. That's a really big one.
And that was caught on a Corey Sandin MC slug.
That's the best. Wow. That is the best. That calico bass lure is the best bottom fish lure in Southeast Alaska, period.
No question about it.
Period.
Yep.
That's cool.
I'm sure he's pouring a lot.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump on the phones, Rick.
Got it, man. They're packed up. Everybody wants to talk to Carl, and why don't we do that with talking to Doug, who's calling us from Montebello this morning. Good morning, Doug. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Yes, morning. Does Carl, you look over the whole Fisherman's operation as far as the boats, the ticketing office, and the tackle shop, too?
Just the boat and the tickets and the landing part. The tackle would be Doug and Rick and everything, but my job there at the landing is try to keep all the boat owners happy, get the boats out full for the short range guys, and try to keep everything moving smoothly there.
And, of course, with the largest long-range sport fishing fleet in the world right there, that's quite a job because there's a lot of long-range boats that operate out of there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky on that part. The long-range boats kind of take care of themselves. I mean, every office, all the girls at each of the offices do a great job and communicating with us. And when we can help out, fill a trip and stuff, we definitely do. But my main job is the short range guys, the charter boats. And next year is going to be, if there's going to be any open dates for open party trips, that's kind of crazy to say right now. They're filling up really fast, 2019 charters. I mean, guys are booking up super fast for those. And making sure the open party boats give out the daily reports on all the different websites and on our website and keep as most accurate and most information up to date for the landing.
Carl's too humble to say so, but he is the most perfect person for that job. And I just want to say, in regards to tackle, Carl and I worked together in the tackle store since we were in high school together. So I mean, a ton of time both being in the tackle world and is a for sure expert when it comes to that, but previous to that, spent his whole life, previous and post to that, spent his life on sport boats. Is a 100-ton captain, has run a bunch of the boats before, so he's the perfect guy for that position, having both the tackle and the boat background for the longest time.
For example, he runs a second ticket on the Liberty the other day to go on a day-and-a-half trick, right?
I did.
Yeah. So he's got it all going.
And we always steal him every time there's a Fred Hall show or a tackle days. I mean, Carl's roots are still in the tackle store.
Man.
Yeah, so when we really need an extra guy, we're always begging Carl to come work for us for a day.
The ultimate utility
he's good behind the counter.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about it. And the cool thing, too, if you follow fishermanslanding.com, you guys get your counts up so fast. I mean, they're up like when the boats are heading back to by the time it's dark, those counts are up. And
we try to do that every day, and I'm pretty good, and I have a good relationship with all the captains. I will call them around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon if we haven't heard anything. Try to get updates to on the website, even like midday reports and stuff like that. I think we do the best job out of all the landings.
No question.
Guys, check the landing websites 2 or 3 times a day because we do update morning, noon, and night, regardless of whatever time they call in. If it's 7 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock at night or whatever, we are always updating that information on the website and Facebook and Instagram as much as we can.
Yeah. Do a great job. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning. All right, continue our catch report. The surf guru himself, Gundy Gunderson, on the line. Good morning, Gundy.
Hey, Gundy.
Hey. How you doing, guys? Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
too,
Thanksgiving.
buddy. Good morning.
Like, lot to be thankful for, including Corbina, the week of Thanksgiving.
Come on.
No, actually, we had a good little bite on the southern front. Pretty darn good week of fishing, considering the time of year. Some good Corbina action along the southern beaches. improved barred perch bite on the northern beaches, and a big influx of halibut. Mostly short fish, but the guys are working at it and weeding through them to get a legal here and there. Remember, the water temp's still in the mid-60s, so the fish are still active. Starting in Santa Barbara, hook, line, sinker reported good perch action along most of the beaches up there, the usual spots, East Beach, Goleta, Carpinteria. Gulf sandworms, lugworms, grubs have been working the best. Lots of halibut in the shallows there, salted anchovy, flash minnows taking fish. Wiley's was closed and thankfully not damaged in that fire, and she opened back up on Wednesday and got one good report there of rookit bite off the chart house. Catch and release fishing for calico bass was excellent on swim baits. Smelt anchovy pattern, top fish pushing 5 pounds, most of them were 2 to 3 pounds. A handful of legal halibut were also taken on the same spot. Big Fish at Seal Beach reported a little corbina bite this week. Guys were picking at the fish, fly lining bloodworms on light line, 6 pounds. Some guys dropping to 4 pounds, but getting some bites there. Best bet for legal halibut's been Cherry Beach there. White flukes or swim baits have been working well. Catch 'em Tackle reported a few corbina taken from the piers to the wedge. That stretch at the end of the peninsula there. Lugworms have been the top bait. Some guys are using the go shrimp. You have to work at it, like you said, but the bites have been there. Hogan's reported several corbina taken this week. Bloodworms was the top bait. The stretch from the pier to State Park has been best. Still warm enough water, they report. Pacific Coast also reported a good bite on corbina at the Army-Navy Academy. Bloodworms, again, bloodworms. The worms have really been hot on these corbina. Lots of halibut moved into the shallows, too. Tons of shorts, but legals mixed in. The guys in the shop were giving me a number, 8-to-1 ratio. Catch 8 shorts, you get your legal fish. Blue Water reported good mixed bag fishing on the lugworms. Corbina, spotfin, yellowfin, leopard sharks, all in the catch. Lots of mostly short halibut and a couple striped bass also in the count. And then the surprise catch of the week down there for those guys, a 5-pound sargo taken on an underspin. That is a hog.
Dude, you're not kidding, bro.
A 5-pound sargo? I didn't even know that existed.
I know, on an underspin, too. So I guess when you get so big, you'll eat anything, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't
What's
get to
the
worry
world
about it.
record on a sargo, do you know?
That's a good question, Pete. I'm going to have to do some investigation.
That's got to be close.
You got to ask Bob Blum. He'll know.
Bob Blum would know, yeah.
We know right off the bat.
No doubt. Surf guru extraordinary Gundy Gunderson. Have a great Thanksgiving, Gundy, and we'll talk to you next Sunday.
Great report, Gundy.
Right.
And then you saw in the paper that 30-pound wahoo there with the Seal Beach Pier in the background. So that was
what?
Yeah, Pete, that was the kids got one come flying out of the surf. We talked about a little bit last week, and I got the photographic evidence.
That's wild.
No, this is not April Fools. We're not typing April Fools here. This was in Western Outdoor News?
Yes, it was. Yeah. I got the guy sent me a photo, and the kid was holding it right there. You see the Seal Beach Pier in the background. It was chasing bait, and it fired out of the surf line right into the ankle-deep water, and they were walking in from a surf session, and they grabbed it.
Come on!
I mean, I'll believe anything from this part forward. Ever since the Opa beached itself at Fisherman's Landing, which is just as unbelievable of a story, and I can vouch is 1,000% true. You know what I mean?
You
like
saw that?
From here on out, you just shake
Didn't
your
you
head.
gaff that thing?
It was Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I also heard
Oahu from the beach.
I also heard a spearfish was taken off Redondo this week, too. So I think when you get those hurricane bubbles,
Sure.
and it pushes a big batch of warm water, some of those fish get, the door slams on them and they get caught up here and they're not sure what to do.
Yeah, they just get trapped. They're eating. There's bait there. Let's just stay here. Yeah. It's getting a little chilly, but
Fire
put
in
my
on the
coat
beach.
on. Yeah. All right.
I'll warm you up. Get on the beach. No problem.
Gundy
Have a
Gunderson.
good holiday, gentlemen.
Thanks, Gundy.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
You too.
Thanks a
Happy
lot for
Thanksgiving.
that. All right. Appreciate that. All right.
All right. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls, more great information. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Let's talk candidly about long-range fishing. This is Captain Frank DePresti of the Royal Polaris and the Shogun. Nowhere on Earth will you find a fleet of long-range boats like we have in San Diego. We are fortunate to have several top-notch operations to take you to the most productive fishing grounds in the world. We all offer good food, comfortable staterooms, huge bait capacity, and top-of-the-line fish-finding electronics. So why would you choose the Royal Polaris or the Shogun for your next long-range trip? What sets us apart from the rest? It's pretty simple. The boats, the crew, and the service. From the moment you arrive at Fisherman's Landing, the service begins. We help you load your gear and do everything possible to get beginners or seasoned veterans ready to catch fish. When it's time to fish, the Royal Polaris and the Shogun have the edge there too, delivering the two best fishing platforms in the fleet. But don't take my word for it. Come fishing with us. If you want the best, it's Royal Polaris and the Shogun. For more information, call 619-226-8030 or on the web at royalpolarissportfishing.com or shogunsportfishing.com.
It's time to get excited about fishing, and Point Loma Sport Fishing has everything you'll need. They offer half-day and three-quarter-day trips daily, perfect for families and the novice or seasoned fishermen. Point Loma Sport Fishing also offers overnight to multi-day trips targeting the best of seasonal catches. Visit their website at pointlomasportfishing.com, where you can purchase tickets online and get more information on the trips available, or call 619-223-1627.
When it comes to catching big bluefin tuna in local waters, Shimano has the gear proven to land the big ones. You already know the hot jig is the Shimano Butterfly Flatball Jig, and when you match that with the right tackle system, it makes this great jig even more effective. We suggest you grab a Tranx 500 HG and fill it with 80-pound Power Pro Max Quattro. Max Quattro is 25% thinner, which means 25% more line capacity when you hook that giant. Match your new setup with a Therese 70H and you have the power to put the wood to that big bluefin tuna. The Tranx 500 HG has the cranking power you need, and with the level wind, you concentrate on fishing your Shimano flatball and leave the line control to the Tranx reel. Hundreds of big fish have been caught on the flatball, and when you add the Power Pro Max Quattro Tranx Therese combo, you'll take your fishing to the next level. See your local dealer or check Shimano.com for all the details.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
You've heard all about it. You know the anglers catching fish have it, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel. Quality is the name of the game at Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay. Free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, plus a great fleet. It's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute, Tomahawk, Prowler, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check SeaforthLanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
We all need to get around, but we all need something different from our vehicles. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have you covered if you're looking for a new truck this month. Plus, it's SUV season, so they have great deals for everyone. Whether it's a new EcoSport that is nimble and fun around town, or the Ford Explorer that is capable of putting a boat in the water and has seating for 7, Ford has you covered. Ford trucks and SUVs aren't just powerful and legendary. They have the latest technology that helps you seamlessly connect your smartphone and ensure you're safe on the road. Features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist on trucks are truly a game changer at the ramp, helping you back up a trailer by simply turning a knob on the dash and doing the hard work for you. So check out all the great deals during SUV season and save some money on the right gear for you. Learn more at buyfordnow.com or visit your San Diego County Ford dealers today. They'll be glad to hook you up.